everyone, I'm Allison and this is Solo Half Reviews. We're going to be looking at Sorcerer City Solo Mode. And this is a game published by Skybound Games and designed by Scott Caputo. So let's take a look. Alright, so the setup is the same. The main difference is after you have played your round, the monster tiles come into effect. So you take whatever monster tile you're supposed to for the next round, put it in your pile of tiles, and all of the leftover monster tiles go on top of your market board. So this Kraken is purple and red, so I have to put it either on a purple or red tile. So this one has some purple on it. I can put it on top of this. And my next one is all yellow, so I need to put it on a tile that has yellow. I'll put it over here, and so on. So if you run out of places to put a monster on any of these market tiles, you lose the game. So it gets kind of hard because it'll build up quickly, because your next round you're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tiles. So you definitely need to start buying tiles that have monsters on them. And then the rainbow tile, you can put any color on there because it's wild. So say I get to the point where I have one monster tile that I need to place. It's a yellow one, so I have to put it on a tile that has yellow. But if you look, I have monsters covering all of them, and the only thing I have left is a purple tile. This does not match the color. I lose the game. Okay, so after you have placed your city, scored everything, it's time to find out who has the most influence. So in the solo game, you have these cards that count for like the AI. You shuffle it up, and you're going to keep 2. And you flip them over, and it will tell you how much the AI players have for influence. So they have 4 and 7, and if you don't have a higher amount than that, then they're going to get more bonuses than you are on the influence rewards track. And as a reminder, whoever gets the most influence will get the most rewards with prestige, and these rewards, if you get 2nd or 3rd, you're going to get 1 or the other. So the numbers on these, it varies depending on the year. So there's 4, 7, and 10, 8, 4, and 13. So some of them progressively get higher and higher. So like 16 all the way up to 22. So that's something to think about while you're playing the game if you want to try to focus on getting influence, because you really don't know what the AI has until you flip over the card. And at the end of the game, if you make it that far, after year 5, and you count up all your prestige points, you go to the back section in the rulebook and find out how well you did. So if you get 0 to 50 points, you're a junior wizard. But if you get over 151 points, you are a legendary wizard. Alright, so now that you know how to play the solo mode of Sorcerer City, let's talk about how I feel about it. I like it. It is a challenge. So those monsters taking over different spots in your market board, it really makes you feel like, okay, I gotta buy these certain tiles and get them cleared out of the market board, but that means you're putting more monsters in your city, and it makes it really hard to like keep track of everything and try to like place things out quickly, but not lose all your tiles because of the monsters. And there's been a few times that I've lost because my market has completely filled up with the monsters. So it's an interesting challenge and a puzzle. Some of your strategy for going for like the most prestige or other things kind of goes out the window because you're trying to manage that market board and not have it fill up. Since you're putting so many monsters in your city, you really got to keep straight what monster does what. And I've had instances where I forget what the monster does, and then you have to take the time to look at the card, and then that's precious time taking away from you actually building your city. So you do end up having a lot of tiles generally, because you're buying the tiles to get those monsters off your market board. So you have a lot of tiles to go through, and a lot of them are not good. So you really gotta stay on track of what the monsters do and be prepared to just make a quick turn and change your city up. So scoring can be a little bit tough on this. Some people don't like playing a solo mode where you're battling to get out a certain score. So if you're getting up to 50 points, you're this kind of builder. Or if you get up to 100 points, you're this kind of builder. I don't really mind it too much. Like generally, I like it when you're playing against an AI or automa, however you want to say it. But I feel like this is still a great challenge and a great puzzle that I don't mind that the score is just to reach a certain mark, because I feel like I've gone through a lot while I'm playing the game. And so when you're playing the solo mode and you're using those year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5 cards, you never know what you're going to draw, so that does also bring an extra challenge to the game when maybe you're not focusing on influence as much and you're like, it doesn't matter. But you never know, are you going to draw a 4 card or a 10 card, and then your strategy gets blown out of the water because your influence is not high enough because the AI got more than you did. So there's that challenge along with the monsters on your market board. So I think it's just really fun. It's interesting. It's very quick. Downside is there's a lot of setup for you to do, but I don't mind it. So if you want a stressful time and feeling like you're losing most of the game, I highly recommend Sorcerer City. But no, really, it's fun. You should try it. It's great solo. It's also great as a multiplayer game, and you can double check our review on that in the iCard. All right, thanks for watching. I'm Allison, and this is Solo Half Reviews, and we've been talking about Sorcerer City. You should try it. Go battle those monsters and give yourself a stressful time, but have some fun as well. Happy gaming!